Well, hey there, Saints. Pastor Dave here, and welcome back for another devotional for all the saints. As we go through this season of Lent, I am using a Lenten devotional by Jill Duffield. It's called Lent in Plain Sight, and it goes through each of the weeks of Lent following a common everyday household object, something that we would all run into frequently, and uses it as a kind of a directional point to get us focused on Lent. So today, the item is bread, and I want to start with a reading from Mark 7, verses 24 through 30, which is about a Gentile mother's faith. Jesus got up and departed from there to the region of Tyre. He entered a house and did not want anyone to know it, but he could not escape notice. Instead, immediately after hearing about him, a woman whose little daughter had an unclean spirit came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Gentile, a Syrophoenician by birth, and she was asking him to cast the demon out of her daughter. He said to her, "Let the children be fed first, because it isn't right to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs." But she replied to him, "Lord, even the dogs under the table eat the children's crumbs." Then he told her, "Because of this reply, you may go. The demon has left your daughter." When she went back to her home, she found her child lying on the bed, and the demon was gone. You know, this is one of the strangest and, in my opinion, hardest exchanges in the New Testament. It's a story that's recorded by other gospel authors as well, and it's not any easier in those. It's weird hearing Jesus calling someone else a dog, calling them a derogatory term. What he says to her, "Let the children be fed first," is kind of a way of saying, look, you're an outsider, you're a Gentile, and my mission, my job is to come and preach to the children of Israel, to God's chosen people. And so that's what I'm here to do first. I can't be taking my time and spending it on you. Now, that's not something that we would expect to hear from Jesus. That's not something that I think we hold in our mental image, our picture of Jesus, who is a friend to the friendless, who is one who's always meeting and eating and getting together with outcasts and sinners. We see Jesus as one who reaches out, who goes beyond boundaries and borders and barriers. And yet here, for whatever reason, he doesn't want to get involved with this woman until she argues with him. And she persists and she insists that he do something to help, because she knows he can. Even though she's an outsider, a Gentile, a Syrophoenician, she knows that he is the Son of God. She knows that he is sent here to earth with special authority and with a special ability to care for hurting people. And she knows her daughter needs this help. I wonder if you've ever had someone in your life who was just in desperate need. Have you begged for help from anyone? Or even from God? Have you begged God in prayer to help? I wonder what that felt like, knowing that there was somebody else who had the ability to do something for you and you had no power over them. All you could do is ask. I think this is the situation that the woman was in. And when he rebuffs her, she doesn't give up. She keeps at it. I think this is a marvelous picture of faith and the way that our faith ought to work. And here it is coming from an outsider, from a Gentile, from a woman. There are so many reasons that this person should not have been in Jesus' presence. So many ways that we would have expected there to be a division between them. And even Jesus, trying to uphold that division, isn't able to do it. It's an amazing story of faith and persistence, as much as it is an odd story of Jesus' initial refusal. And I really don't know what was going on there. But it is something that I think is worth our pondering and our attention. Are there people who perhaps you have disregarded, who you've thought are unworthy of your concern, who are outsiders to you, who are people you might marginalize? Are there people who might be satisfied with your scraps, with your table scraps? People whose need is so great that they would accept even what you might think of as garbage, what you might throw to the pets or the dogs. I wonder if there are ways that we can pay special attention during this season of Lent to those who feel like they are outside, to those who we might have ignored. Can we, like Jesus, look again and pay closer attention and offer them the help and the healing that they need? Friends, that's your devotional for this week. I hope it is helpful. I hope it gives you something to think about, and I hope you are doing well. I will see you again soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.